There have been plenty Sith Lords in Star Wars. Well, today, we're going to put it to the test and really just go over the top 10 most powerful. And by the way, we're going to be including more than just canon. We're also going to be including expanded lore and universe and a lot more. But this is mainly just a top 10 most powerful Sith Lord video. So, let's go ahead and get to it. Quinlan Vos was a Jedi Master and a powerful warrior. And in the Clone Wars, he went with missions with Obi-Wan Kenobi. And although it didn't last long for him being a Jedi Master that long, well, he faced off against bounty hunter Cad Bane, but that was when he was a Jedi Knight. But he was also a Sith Lord under the command of Count Dooku. But then later on in the Clone Wars, he fell to the dark side and went under the teachings of Asajj Ventress and served as a spy for Count Dooku. Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, was the master and leader of the Knights of Ren, and an extremely powerful fighter. And he served as Supreme Leader Snoke's apprentice for many years. Although then he eventually killed Snoke, he dreamed of becoming and finishing what his grandfather Darth Vader started. Although the only thing that held him back was his aggressive anger. It made him too weak and got beaten so easily by Rey, someone who had barely held a lightsaber before. And he also met his grandfather's master, Palpatine, and was told to kill Rey, his enemy that he'd known for a long time. And he also eventually killed his master, Snoke. Although, because he was an aggressive fighter, he was no match to deal with Luke Skywalker, someone who only dodged all of Kylo's attacks, and he didn't even have to bring his lightsaber out to do it. So although he has raw and aggressive power, Kylo still isn't as even close to being as powerful as his grandfather Vader. Well, although he might be powerful, still he might not be able to match with most of the Sith Lords on this list. Count Dooku was a Jedi Knight, Yoda's apprentice, and Qui-Gon Jinn's master. But when the Galactic Civil War started, he fell to the dark side and became Darth Sidious's newest apprentice. Even though Dooku is yet old, he's still powerful enough and extremely elegant with a lightsaber, able to take on Yoda, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's also the equal to Mace Windu, a Jedi Knight that took Palpatine's Force Lightning. He's also one of the few Sith Lords that knows Force Lightning, and he's also a master of telekinesis. And like I said, he's an extremely deadly duelist, powerful enough to take on Master Yoda, Mace Windu, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, pretty much any Jedi that steps in his way. Although, even though he was able to match up with Master Yoda, he was still no match for Anakin Skywalker. Darth Maul is an incredibly aggressive and one of the best swordsmen in the Sith culture, or basically, the Sith Council. As he was Darth Sidious's first apprentice, he's also the brother of Savage Opress and son of Mother Talzin, also son of Dathomir. With his 2 Zabrak hearts, Maul was an extremely aggressive fighter and knew Form 6 and Form 7. And he preferred to use 2 lightsabers instead of 1, as it gave him an advantage over his enemies. As an incredibly acrobatic Sith Lord, Maul was able to take on Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Qui-Gon Jinn, and plenty others. He's just incredibly strong and powerful. He also clashed with Ahsoka Tano and even killed an Inquisitor and killed other Inquisitors, and that's why he's pretty much one of the most powerful Sith Lords in all the galaxy. As much as I hate to have to do it, I'm going to have to put Mother Talzin herself on this list. despite the fact that I really kinda don't want to, because although I feel like she isn't really a Sith, she does know magic in the Force, so she does make this list. Anyway, Mother Talzin was able to use many Force abilities, including Force Drain, an ability that could drain the life out of someone. And well, as a matter of fact, she used this ability to possess Count Dooku. She's not really a fighter, nor really just not that very skilled of a fighter, but knowing that much Force magic, well, she is extremely powerful in the Force. She's also the mother of Asar Ventress, basically, along with Savage Opress, and also Darth Maul. But the only thing is, it only led to her death by Darth Sidious of his plan. And that's what led to Mother Talzin's defeat. Darth Vader is known as one of the most deadly and powerful Sith Lords in all the galaxy, in which he is. He also killed the Emperor himself, even though the death didn't really stick. Vader's a master of telekinesis and is an incredibly strong and raw fighter. He also was able to face off against Jedi and plenty other powerful Force users like Seer Junda, Koth, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Reva, Cal Kestis, and so much more. He's an extremely powerful and aggressive lightsaber and Force fighter. And he also lost a lot of potential after being burnt on Mustafar into a deep-fried curly fry of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he grew stronger though through his hate and his anger, and it turned into strength, making him one of the deadliest Sith Lords in the galaxy. Darth Sidious was said in canon to be the most powerful Sith Lord in all the galaxy. But there's no way in heck I'm believing that. Not based off of what I've heard or even seen from other Sith Lords. So Sidious gets about 4th place on this list. But that doesn't mean he's incredibly powerful. He knows Force Lightning, was able to take on Mace Windu, Master Yoda. And in Legends, he also took on Luke Skywalker, and has even 1v1'd his apprentices, Darth Maul, Count Dooku, and especially Darth Vader. He's also the grandfather of Rey Skywalker, or Palpatine, for her second nickname. He won't rest until the Jedi are all gonna die, but the only Jedi he feared that would stop him was Yoda. But Palpatine isn't as smart as he thinks he is, because he didn't know that he's actually more powerful than Master Yoda. It's actually a fact. He's actually more powerful than Yoda, as he's a strong and powerful fighter. But that's what makes him probably the most powerful Sith Lord in canon, but he's not the most powerful on my list. So, we're going to go ahead and enter our top 3 most powerful Sith Lords in the galaxy. Darth Bane was a powerful Sith Lord who became a great and powerful warrior, as he changed a lot through his time. His spirit would then be shown to Master Yoda in the Clone Wars, and he was also known to take on pretty much anyone who stepped in his way. He studied Darth Revan's Sith pretty much hard, and tried to figure out how he could master abilities in the Force. Although he succeeded, because Bane became one of the most fiercest and most powerful Sith Lords in all the galaxy. Now, don't blame me for this, but I don't know much about Bane, but I've heard a lot, and I do think he might be one of the most powerful Sith Lords on this list. And he also dealt with the Sith knightlyhood powerful brethren. And he's an incredibly powerful, deadly fighter. It was actually said that he took on almost 20 Jedi and killed half of them with either Force Lightning or with a simple swing with his saber. That's incredibly strong and powerful. But Bane is incredibly powerful, but since I don't know that much about him, we might have to make a remake of this video to find out if he really is one of the most powerful Sith Lords in all the galaxy. Darth Nihilus is one of the most powerful Sith Lords out there, with his menacing mask and extremely aggressive lightsaber form fighting style. He's one of the few Sith Lords, like many others, like Palpatine or Count Dooku or Darth Bane. He's one of the only Sith Lords that knows Force lightning. And he was trained by Darth Revan's master, but he also became her biggest failure. So although Nihilus is a failure, he still is extremely powerful. And using an ability, he was able to kill more than 80,000 Jedi. He's extremely powerful. And he ruled so much. He ruled an entire planet. And by using the ability Force Drain, well, he was able to drain an entire planet, killing about 6.5 billion people, but he went on to kill more than that. He's an extremely powerful being, and he's one of the most deadly Sith Lords that can ever use that ability. Emperor Vitiate is one of the most fearsome and powerful Sith Lords out there. Powerful enough to pretty much take on anyone. And of course, once again, he's one of the only Sith Lords that knows Force lightning. I didn't know a lot of Sith Lords really knew that. Well, I'm guessing I thought only a few canon Sith Lords knew that. But it would seem also a bunch of lore or expanded universe Sith Lords also knew Force lightning. But he's an incredibly powerful emperor. And after he killed his family, he then, every time he died, he used the Force to pass on his spirit into another body. And he ruled thousands, and I mean it, thousands of empires. He's pretty much like the Final Order, only 10 times bigger. So if Emperor Vitiate faced off against Emperor Palpatine, who do you think would win? Well, I hope you guys joined that video. Let me know what you guys think of that video in the comments below. And let me know what you think of my channel. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button. I do shorts. I literally do a lot. I do videos I make of Star Wars, Transformers, and so much more. So, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.